zone for a touchback. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. The number 7, Hurts. Got his man. It's Bo Melton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he's holding
on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Now fair catch is called for, and here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. On the ground, the drive starts with Wilson. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. First down, and it's Pollard again. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. The rushing numbers for Pollard last week, 10 carries, 62 yards.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a loose football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
On 3rd and 2, Mercer. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified.
Got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Hurts. Hauled in on the out route by Melton. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. A give running left. It's Sanders. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll go again with Sanders. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got him the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st down, Mercer. That is caught by Lamb. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 24 yards to gain there. Another 1st down as well.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20.
The Cowboys had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt.
Patterson's kick is good.
And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They start on the ground here at Sanders. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. After 1 on EA's. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Another run with Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes.
From just shy of midfield, Hurts. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. This pass complete to Melton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Throwing is Hurts. He finds his man complete. It's Reyes. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. Now back to throw. Buying time to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will tie us at 3-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they got 3 now. They hope that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And now here come the Cowboys.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a 1st down now, playing behind the sticks.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mercer, he'll find Lamb. That's complete. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
They'll try and pick it up on the ground with Wilson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was, and making sure they didn't get there.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Trying to run forward with Pollard. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
On 4th down, Mercer. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have the Cowboys 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations.
Shy of the 10. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
And he'll go right back to Lamb. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Pollard going to try the right side. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final stages of this 1st half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play.
Well, we moved right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter three. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They were winners last week against Cincinnati, and right now they are in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Mercer. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
Now a play fake here on first down.
Able to hit his target, Lamb.
And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
3rd down, and they're going to try the jet sweep. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
And quickly to the outside, that's caught by Lamb. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Working with a 2nd and 3.
Operating from the gun. Mercer. Another one to C.D. Lamb. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
Wilson with a first down carry. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting here with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team?
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead is now 17-3. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. He'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second.
That they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He's able to find Melton. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis.
Hurts.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Reyes.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
They'll look to throw again.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Dallas, Texas is the spot, third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts.
It's caught. Smith. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on him.
And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake. Mercer. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Wilson going to try the right side. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd down, this is Wilson.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. On 1st and 10, Mercer. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the fourth. Off-play action. Mercer.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. It's their quarterback with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Cowboys are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man complete. That's Reyes. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. They'll look to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Bo Melton.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Eagles are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point safely through. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And Bo Melton with a touchdown reception to finish the drive off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. Out comes CeeDee Lamb and the rest of the Dallas offense.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Off the play fake. Mercer.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
It'll be a gain of just a yard at its 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Back to throw. Mercer. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Left side to Lamb.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And a lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's
throwing from the gun. It's Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
So the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They run the toss here to Wilson. And some room to run now. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 59 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try to pick themselves back up.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but Definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Hurts throw there, taken in by Smith. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Reyes. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Throwing is Hurts. He's going to drop this down to Sanders.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.